we're recording. So, welcome to our wonderful Zoom. How much are we refusing to be you? Actually, all of us. And I know some people know me, some people don't know me. I'm Dr. Helen Gitlevich, and I've been certified facilitator with Access Consciousness for a while, about soon to be 9 years, and body facilitator, as well as being you facilitator, being you classes. So today we're going to be talking about not being us, not being, and what it is to be. And this is your Zoom. This is kind of like you can ask any questions you like, and we can like facilitate or not facilitate. This is about choosing what you're choosing. So, not sure how much people on the Zoom know about access consciousness or about me. So, I'll start a little bit about me. I'm a medical doctor. I was born in Russia, but came as a kid and went through University of Illinois here, Rush Medical College, and then became family physician, only to quit after open heart surgery because stress and not being. That's what created that. So let's talk a little bit about what is being you. What is that space of being? And I would like to quote Dr. Dane here when he says, what the blip is being. ¿Qué carajos es el ser? Imagine waking up in the morning. Hold on a second. Let's mute. Going to mute everybody, right? Yeah. And so it's about imagine waking up in the morning and having sense of gratitude for being alive. Imagine not having to fight people around you or align and agree with them. Imagine being in any situation and having sense of peace, ease, and joy. And imagine not judging any of the choices you have made or are making, or any of the choices people make around you. Imagine feeling really good about yourself and not needing to prove anything to anybody. And I just realized that we are not live on Facebook, as I promised to people that are going to be there. And it will take probably a few seconds. And we are live now. Not really. Go live. Go live. So, so this is going to be a little bit more informative, as well as, so welcome to people who are on Facebook Live. I'd like to see the comments. So welcome to. Cool. So now I can see everything, including the comments. Hold on a second. With being you, we talk about what is being you, that gratitude, that sense of peace, that sense of being alive. How often do we have that? Maybe a little bit. So, what is that? What's not allowing us to be us? For everybody, it's different. But how many programmings you have? Like literally, the programs that as a kids we picked up, as adults we picked up, or maybe implanted those programming, like the programs of guilt, programs of shame, programs of anger, programs of fear. And especially now, think about what's going on with COVID. The media creating so many of those implanted programs that we're afraid to go out in public, that we are afraid to go to restaurants, we are afraid even to see our family, our close ones. Like in Illinois right now, they didn't allow people together for Thanksgiving, even families. How insane is that? I love the quote that I saw just recently, that the world reminds, it's in Russian, so I'm translating it. The world right now reminds of infectious disease ward in insane asylum. That's pretty much what it is. So, what can we be or do right now not to be in that asylum? To have a little bit more sanity and really be who we are. And I'm going to talk a little bit about tools of access consciousness. One of them, who does that belong to? Because a lot of that fear, a lot of those programming is not ours. How much is that pretty much other people? The insanity in the world, the media, the government, you name it, they implant the fear. So let's do it all together. Like, bring all those fears you have right now, everything, and ask, who does this belong to? Whew. And let's return it back to sender. Right and wrong, good and bad, pack and pat, all nine shorts, boys, men. And by the way, this is a clearing statement, and I'm not going to go into that, but you can check it out on the website, theclearingstatement.com. So let's do it again. Who does this belong to? Return it back to sender. Right, wrong, good, bad, pack, pat, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. And let's do it again. Who does this belong to? Ow, definitely not mine. Right and wrong, good and bad, pack and pat, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. How do you feel? I'm feeling lighter. I'm enjoying that lightness. And it's a holiday season. So happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. Happy Hanukkah, because Hanukkah just started. Merry Christmas, it's coming up. And Happy New Year, which is coming up too. And Thanksgiving that just passed. I chose to do this Zoom specifically in the middle of the holidays because how much are we actually being us during the holidays? I don't know about you, but I usually this much, this much, maybe this much, because we want to impress our family. We want to kind of like be something that they will accept. What if we don't have to? What if we don't have to be accepted? We are all unique. Everyone is different. Can we fit into the mold of our family, our friends, the neighbors? Everybody has its own mold that they want to see us in. They want to see the good girl, the good boy. They want to see the perfect wife, the perfect mother. Yeah, thank you, Rachel. I like that. And with all of that, we are picking up, and it's not cognitive. Please don't take it literally that you're thinking and you're creating this based on your thoughts. No, this is all energetic. When people kind of like have an image of us in their mind, and we know that certain people have certain image of us, good, bad, ugly, awful, mean, vicious, or perfect and amazing. All of that are just images. It's just like image on a screen. But then our brain picks up that image and it's like, oh, that's me? No, that's not me. But I need to be like that. So we start creating that image or creating us in that image that actually limits us. Think of it. That image is two dimensional on the screen. There was a movie, something about Purple Rose of Cairo. I think it was the name Purple Rose of Cairo, Woody Allen. And there, the movie characters came off the screen. And what's interesting, it was a black and white movie that he came off the screen. He was that perfect image, that character that was in the movie. The actor was totally different. The actor had all the aspects, good, bad, and ugly, but the character was all good, all that perfect image. So, how much are we actually playing that image for our family, for our friends? And each image is different. Each one is a little box that kind of like we put on the shelf and then we take that box off and put that image like a dress. So, what would happen if you actually let go of all of those images and just be you? What would that create in your life? Yeah, yeah, Mercy. It's like, I wonder. So, let's play with that. Let's drop our barriers, take a deep breath, and let's expand. Let's just move beyond the boundaries of our bodies. So open your crown and just allow yourself to kind of like be present with a chair where you're sitting on. Or if you're in the car, don't close your eyes if you're in the car, because I saw somebody was driving in the mask, which is fine. You can do it with the eyes open, eyes closed. Just be present with your body. Yeah, just notice what is that is there discomfort in there? Is there any pleasant sensation? Are you hungry? Are you thirsty? Just notice that and just allow yourself to kind of like see where you are in space. And I'm not talking about the body. Now we're talking about your consciousness, your soul, your being, whatever you call it. Just see if you can find the edge of you. Maybe touch the walls of the room that you're in. Are you still there? Yep. How about a mile out in all directions? You're there? Mm-hmm. More. Expands, expand. Maybe like 1,000 miles. You still there? Mm-hmm. Let's make ourselves as big as this planet, this beautiful green blue planet, our wonderful Mother Earth. And let's, instead of like sitting on the top of it, let's bring Earth inside of us and expand more. Make yourself bigger than the planet. How do you feel right now? Do you have more space now? Yeah, I feel lighter. And expand even more. And let's ask, what can we contribute to Earth today? And let's ask for the contribution from Earth. Right, wrong, good, bad, 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 all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. Just expand even more. And how much more do you feel present? That is the space of you.
Thank you.
This is being you. And I'm trying to mute somebody. So um, let's see if I can mute all. Yep. Yes. Okay. So just be present with that space. How much more can you receive with the space? And what if by being that, everything else can shift? So, how much are you refusing to be you? How much are you kind of like contracting into that box of this reality? And oh, I love the comment. Save us from being perfect. Love that. And and what if it's your choice? What if you can be perfect 1 second and totally imperfect the next? How much fun would it be?
A lot. A lot.
I I know. So let's do that. Let's be perfect now. Imagine yourself totally perfect. And what if it is you? What if it's actually you? That perfection of imperfection. How much of that could be fun to play with just plain perfect and great? And how much of a liar are we by not being perfect and judging ourselves? Because it's so much easier to judge ourselves as wrong as, oh, we did that, the guilt, the shame, the blame, all those kind of like wonderful emotions and implants. And how often do you actually feel that you are perfect the way you are? And how much are you refuse to be that perfection? Because the infinite being has everything. And what is perfect? What is to be that perfection? Because when we look at art, let's say Michelangelo David, that's a perfection. But if you look closely, there are marks of his knife and his instruments there. The And what if we are that perfection in the imperfection? So, what if only our own judgments and, yeah, is perfection being all of yourself? Exactly. This is the perfection. And how much are we refusing to be that? Ooh, a lot by the energy of it. So, what if we can let go of those judgments and just be? Let's just be that for the next, let's say, 5 seconds. How much fun is that? And then you can go back to judging. Not fun anymore, is it? So, what if we actually can choose every 5 to 10 seconds increments and choose not to judge ourselves or others and just be ourselves in all the perfection, imperfection, good, bad? What if it's all just part of being? How much more can we create when we are in that space of being who we are? Hmm, I wonder. Close your eyes for a second and go 5 days into the future where you don't judge yourself. Just see yourself in that perfect imperfect world, perfect imperfect you, kind of like, but in total allowance of you. And if something comes up, just ask, who does this belong to? And let it go. Yeah, just 5 days in the future. Now bring this now. Like from that 5 days, bring yourself here. How much different do you feel right now? So, what if you actually can be that? What if it's about being all of you? The intensity of you, the slow, kind of like being slow, being fast, just not judgment. And what if judgment is not a wrongness either? What if you can embrace the judgment without judgment? What if even if you judge yourself, you look at that as like, oh, I'm cute, I'm judging. Okay, so what am I going to choose now? Right, wrong, good, bad, pack, paddle, nine shorts, boys, and beyond. So, and the clearing statement is basically to shift any lies we have. It's a vibrational frequency. It just shifts energies. So allow us to be totally present with what is. So how much more can we be with that? I'm going to minimize and see if there are any comments or close. Uh, doesn't want to close. Um, so what if we actually choose to be? How much more fun can we have with that? Oh, I figured out something. I can have both Zooms on the top of each other, like the Facebook Live and the Zoom on the top of each other, in case somebody is watching it now. I have no idea where it is because it looks like it's live, but it's not on my website. But oh well, who cares? Any questions? Because as I said, it's your Zoom. You can ask any questions, any comments. Anybody struggling with being you during the holidays?
May I ask something?
Sure. Hi, Divine.
Hi,
How you
I'm
pronounce?
Daphne.
How do you pronounce your name?
Uh, Daphne.
Daphne. Oh, okay. Because
I live in Istanbul, and for my friends, it's Defne in Turkish. And I love also Defne. Doesn't matter.
no, Daphne is beautiful. Thank you. So,
I would like to ask you something.
uh-huh,
I'm in Access very short term. I had only the Access bars class and foundation,
uh-huh,
and there is a time because I live in this city and I'm full of happy because my life's dream is to live in this city. But
uh-huh,
sometimes my mother never accepted because she didn't like Istanbul because they are Muslims, etc., and she's Christian and all these fixed points of view. And sometimes when I'm so happy and I have the job I would like and with access the whole my life turns around, sometimes I cut myself to be at the point of view or the thought that this is unfair. She doesn't understand me. I understand every choice of her life, but she doesn't understand me. And even if I told to myself, interesting point of view, I have this point of view,
uh-huh.
I feel it's the first time I feel that I don't know how to express. I feel that this is unfair, although we have no balance between us because I feel that I understand her and she's okay. I told to her I'm here 2.5 years, and I told to her whatever you tell, it's my choice, it's my life. I will never turn back because I love it. But sometimes I cut myself, and I
So,
said I
Daphne,
don't want to be a
let me ask you a question. Truth.
Of course, I love you. I love you. God, wonderful.
In truth, is it yours or is it your
No,
mother's?
no.
I love you, darling.
And why
So,
is all this anger that
how
they
much?
folding me
Yeah,
apart?
but how much are you aware of her thoughts, feelings, and emotions?
How much I wear?
Uh-huh. How much do you actually feel her thoughts, feelings, and emotions? And how much does she feel that it is unfair that you have this beautiful life and she didn't?
Yes.
So
She
everything
feels it.
that
Yes, I
is,
know.
yeah. So how much is she jealous of you?
She married when she was 18 and
Yeah.
never had this revolution. Yes, yes.
So would you
I feel
acknowledge,
it.
yeah, would you acknowledge that? Because the idea is if you're looking at something that's in front of you and you don't acknowledge it, you don't kind of like be an allowance of it, it keeps growing almost like an infection.
Yes.
And that's where it's not us. That's not being us. When you're picking up their emotions, not acknowledging it's not yours. So go into that feeling of not fair. Because for her, it's not fair that you have that beautiful life.
It's fair because I choose it and I work on it.
Fair. But that's fair for you. So all the fairness and everywhere where all those judgments, are you willing to let go of them? Just try and uncreate that.
Yes.
Thank you. I
Hold
run with
on.
the talk about all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And go into those feeling unfairness And because we already know that it's not yours, are you willing to send it back?
Yes.
And everything you bought, will you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Thank you. Right, wrong, good, bad, pack, pat, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. So what if it's not? What if it's not your problem that she doesn't understand you? And everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pack and pat, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. So with everything that you just said, does she actually has to understand you?
No.
No. So would you let go of that idea completely?
Yes.
Eh. Liar,
Oh.
liar, pants on fire.
No, no, no. I don't need it. I really don't need it. I can be happy
No.
without this idea.
But how much do you still desire the the mother that you've decided that you have to have? Basically, the ideal mother that will love you and cherish you, and kind of like that perfection of a mother.
Sometimes, even if with my boyfriend, I'm like, they have to understand me, they have to understand me because I understand them. But this is not life. It's not like this. It's a
No.
point of view. I don't know when you understand people because you want to be in alliance with them. If they want to be in alliance with you, it's their choice.
Yeah. So what if that would be your reality now? How much your life would be different?
If I don't give a shit about if they understand me,
If
it
you
will be
don't give a
better.
fuck.
I know.
Yeah. So definitely, what if you didn't give a fuck about if they understand you or not?
I will be free.
Yeah, right, wrong, good, bad, pat, pat, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So what if, ooh, yeah. So how much they're trying for them to understand you, you're putting yourself into the box so they can understand you instead of
Mm,
being all of you. Because in order for them to understand you, you have to be kind of like in that similar vibration as they are. So, how much you have to lower yourself, contract you, and cut yourself off of you for them to understand you.
yes, this is a lie because you can have fun with people even you don't understand them.
Exactly. Exactly. You don't have to kind of like, so what if they never understand you?
I will continue to having fun.
Good choice. Right, wrong, good, bad, pack, pat, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Thank you, darling.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Mwah. Love you.
You are
And
so sweet.
thanks. Maybe one day we'll see each other when this insanity will be over and I can travel.
Come to Istanbul to make hammam together.
Yeah, I'd love to. I am ready. Actually, I think I can travel to Istanbul now still. Yeah,
Come here. People has no anxiety.
yeah, would be fun. So, any other questions? Because that's so fun. Okay, Marcy.
Um, that was so helpful for me too, and along the same lines with family. Um, and for me, it's a little bit of understanding. It's a lot of understanding, but
Mhm.
also like proving energy, like as if you've got to prove to somebody or justify. And and it's like you know what the response is going to be to something, so you adjust to try and get them to hear it.
Yep.
Can you speak a little bit about that insanity?
Yeah. So, what if you didn't have to prove anything? That right there.
Yeah.
What if you can just be you with no point of view?
Hmm. In this moment, I can.
What? What is it?
In this moment, I can.
Yeah. So, what if you can be, what if you can choose in the moment?
Mm,
What if it's not a wrongness to prove? And what if you just can catch yourself? Oh, I'm proving now.
mm.
What am I going to choose now? Right, wrong, good, bad, pat, online, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And what's the value of proving for you right now?
Acceptance.
Ah, the wonderful acceptance. And what if you don't have to be accepted? Again.
Yeah.
And who would you be without your family?
I would love to discover her.
Close your eyes
Hmm.
and just see every single member of your family go away.
Hmm.
And you're just surrounded with people that you enjoy being, having fun. You might not even know them, but yes, yes. But you can ask for those people.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pat, online, boys and beyonds. And I remember I was watching something, either a movie, a comedy, or something. One of the recommendation was if you're afraid of somebody, or if kind of like, I think they were talking about somebody's boss at work.
Okay.
Imagine that person in a gown, like they are in psychiatric ward, with their naked butt sticking out while you're talking to them. Do you have to prove anything to that person?
No.
Do you actually need their acceptance?
No.
And how much fun can you have with that?
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pack and pat, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
Mm.
Thank you.
Thank you, Helen.
Any other questions? And I can talk more. I like,
How about six luckily numbers for the Mega Million or Powerball?
what is it? I didn't
I
hear.
said, what about Powerball or Mega Million? Six winning numbers. You
Oh,
said
that
any
one.
questions,
Yeah.
so I'm
So how
asking
much
you any.
you decided that's the only way to make money? Or actually, how much have
I
you?
never decided that.
But what if it is just fun? Are you
Of
playing
course,
them?
this is
Are
why
you
I'm
actually?
asking it. Just fun.
Yeah. Did you buy a ticket?
I always play.
I don't. You're breaking up. Hello.
I always buy.
You buy the tickets, okay?
I always buy a ticket.
So what if you didn't have the
Yeah, I always buy.
expectations?
I don't have. I'm just asking you.
So truth, like go into the energy. Do you have expectations?
No.
Yeah, that. Because with the lottery, there is always expectation of winning. And that's what blocks everything.
Well,
And
you
that's
know, in the
not being us. The expectation is not being us. The idea is when we are being us, we don't care. If we win, we lose, it doesn't matter. We're playing just for fun. And we're not even thinking about the numbers on the lottery. So what if you actually, like, the truth, how much are you actually still, oh, cute. Are you trying to prove that you can win?
no,
Truth?
I know I can, but I don't have to prove anybody and even myself. It's just a
Okay.
possibility.
Are you proving to yourself that you can?
No, it's just a possibility. Like you
Okay.
said, I'm having fun.
So
Either
what if,
I win or not. Expectation gone long time ago. In the beginning, yes, when I start playing, but since then, there is no
so what's your
expectations.
question about the lottery?
The question was what the numbers are,
Ah, what the numbers are. Oh,
right?
sorry. 42. Just like the answer from the Hitchhiker's Guide of the Universe. That's the answer to everything.
What do you do? Okay, this is the first number. We have five more to go.
Okay. Thanks, Ron. 40, all the numbers will be 42. So any other questions?
How does or does VBRs play into not being you by being in the box or the expectation? Is there a tie together with that?
Basically, what the VVRs are is virtual vibrational realities.
Right?
Every point of view we create, solid, creates another virtual vibrational reality. It's pretty much that, like, each pixel is our points of view.
Okay.
So the virtual vibrational reality is not allowing us to be us in the full sense because it's only projection. It's a projection, expectation, judgments, and conclusions of everything that's supposed to be, will be, how it will be. And it doesn't matter what it is. It's pretty much just definitions and reference points.
Okay. And they're ones that we've created or we pick up on? Or
Both,
both? Yeah.
both. And some of those points of view might have been from millions of years ago that we actually not even ours.
So cute to carry them on, eh?
I know. And yet we're still here and we can enjoy life. And what if
Yes.
what if it's not a wrongness to play in the virtual vibrational reality?
Mm,
What if we can recognize it as virtual and just play it as a game?
mm,
How much more fun can we have with that?
mm.
What if we actually, like, look for a second? Because right now there are so many virtual kind of like games that you can play on a computer. Um, well, game works are closed right now because of the COVID, but it used to be where you can go in and be in the virtual reality world. And it was fun, but you know you're in a virtual world
Right.
and you know you cannot die there. So you're having fun.
Right.
What if we actually recognize that this is a virtual world?
Mm,
Because as an infinite being, we never die.
right.
The body dies and then we get a new one. It's just like Avatar. How many lives do we get in a game? Some games give you 3, some give you 5, and some of them renewed every like 24 hours, 6 hours, whatever it is. Like uh, I
Right.
like to play Gardenscapes, and it's 5 lives, and then you might have infinite lives for half an hour, and then you can have infinite lives for an hour. And okay, you lost those lives. Okay, now do I pay more money to get more lives, or do I just wait until they regenerate?
Yeah.
This reality is basically the same thing. This, but I like this body, I like this life, and I like this virtual world because I'm
Yeah.
having fun here. I'm
Yeah.
having, I'm playing with you guys, and that's fun for me. And what else can we create together? And yet, if this body goes, okay, so I'll choose another body. It will be a different life, different virtual world. Um, there was a book. I loved that whole series, Amber Chronicles by
Okay.
Zelensky. And what it was virtual worlds that were created. And they were created out of chaos and order, the balance of them. And each person created their own world sometimes. And you could create your own world and so on and so forth. And so, looking at that with virtual vibrational realities, being us, what virtual vibrational reality would you like to create this lifetime?
Right. What a great question.
Yeah. And you can be that person that has an avatar playing and realizing you're an avatar, that body, and enjoying that body. Because body is very important. It has consciousness of its own. Because when we are being us, it's also a communion with the body, allowing the body to be
Hmm.
and asking the body, what would you like to do? What body would you like to eat, drink? Who would you like to sleep with? Or who would you like to eat? Thank you, Marcy. Anything else?
Thank you. No, thank you very much.
Oh, wow, time flies. We're almost at the end. And by the way, I'm going to be doing one day being you class, being you adventure, which is going to be intensity of being. That's going to be January 23rd. It will be online and in Chicago. If anybody will be kind of like brave enough to come live, it can be live as well. Any other questions before we kind of wrap it up? And by the way, about the class, all the questions goes to Fede and Sarah Maria. They are hosting and Sarah Maria is translating the class. So thank you so much. Oh, can you talk about the COVID vaccine? Oh, that's a political question. So all the points of view you have about vaccine, will you destroy and uncreate that? Thank you. Right and wrong, good and bad, PAC and PAD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. That's a
I
huge,
personally would ask my body.
yeah, exactly. Always ask the body. Always kind of like, always be aware and just know what works for you, what doesn't work for you. I've asked my body doesn't like it, doesn't like any vaccines. But again, it's up to you guys. I cannot recommend anything. This is between you and you. in you and your body. And how much fun can you have with your body? Yeah. Your body doesn't like, yeah, Samri, I totally. And if you choose the class, yeah, that's a link to register, or you can contact either one of us on Facebook, website. And there is also, I'm doing every week on Wednesdays, I'm doing podcast at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time on Inspired Choices Network. And then it goes as a podcast on all the stations. You can listen to that. Thanks, guys. And Rachel and I doing interviews of Being You facilitators on Being You Without Hiding group on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So you can join us. Thank you so much. And
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
see you somewhere
Thank you.
soon. Thanks.
Thank you, Helen. You look lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mwah.
Mwah. Mwah.
Thank you.
Thank you. And stop.